So Olivia, why don't you give us and the audience 3 of your top tips for speaking?
Right, here we go. Women founders, 3 top tips. First of all, it's not about you, it's about your audience. So many people get stressed and worried and frightened because they feel that they are in front of a pitch or in front of a presentation or in front of a client, and it's all about how they present. But actually, it's not about you, it's about your audience. So the questions you have to ask yourself straight away is, who are my audience? What do they know? What don't they know? What are their objectives? How are they different from my objectives? What is my message? What do I want to happen? What is the takeaway? What is the call to action? Why will my audience care about what I'm talking about? And why would they resist? That's a lot of questions. That's the first thing you do when you prepare any meeting, client meeting, face-to-face presentation, pitch. You ask yourself those questions about the audience. Number 2, I've decided to share with you about being yourself, because so many of us feel like we're imposters, we're trying to be something that we're not quite, and we're all something that we're not quite before we are it. Everybody's moving their way through and making the best of what they have. The worst thing you can do is try to cover it up, is to try to pretend to look like an expert, or try to think you've got to come across as an expert who knows everything. That will make you look weak. What we've got to do is we've got to own what we do know and what we don't know. We've got to own our own unique voice. We are who we are. Yeah, we can't change that. It is what we have that no one else has. So our uniqueness is the most important thing that we have to offer. Share yourself with your client so that they feel a connection with you, the person, because people in general do business with people over and above doing business with companies or brand names. All that, of course, is important, but their relationship with you and who you are and your empathy and understanding and giving and your quirkiness, your difference to other people is what sets you aside and makes you stand out above everybody else. Point 3, when you do a pitch, a presentation or anything, think of yourself as a servant leader. You are presenting to others, and it's not always about the facts, because facts can be given in a leaflet. What is different about presenting or delivering or communicating with people when it's you is that you're presenting stuff that can't be put into a piece of paper. Yeah, it's your individual uniqueness, but also you want the audience to not just be passive listeners to your pitch or to whatever it is you've got to say. You want them to be interacting with you. And whether they are actually speaking out because they're in a meeting or they're not speaking out because you're at a conference, you've got to ask yourself, what is the audience thinking? What are they feeling? What are they visualizing, seeing while I'm speaking? If I'm using visual language or I'm conjuring up an image of something. And what is it that I want them to do? What are they doing? So ask your audience, are they thinking, feeling, seeing, or doing? And if they're not doing any of those things, that they're just passively listening to you, they are not actively involved in a dialogue with you. And every presentation, every pitch, every communication is a dialogue, whether the other person speaks or not. They are my top 3 tips.
Oh, wonderful. Really nice. Thank you so much for those.